What's up, everyone? This is the Chicago Sports Talk, Michael. Unfortunately, this is not the news that people expect from me today. We're here to talk about a certain Chase, not Chase Young. We're here to talk about Chase Claypool. All right, let's read the article together. Well, I'm going to read it. Chicago Bears place Chase Claypool on the PUP list to start off training camp. The Chicago Bears are placing wide receiver Chase Claypool on the PUP list, physically unable to perform list to start off training camp, according to ESPN's Fields Yates. Claypool has been nursing a soft tissue injury suffered during the first week of OTAs, which sidelined him most of the offseason program. Last month, Chicago Bears coach Matt Eberflus said Claypool is dealing with a few things, but he believed he was on track to return to training camp. Now, this is the report that the Bears have placed Chase Claypool on the PUP list, and also other news, kind of irrelevant news. Claypool was spotted working with quarterback Justin Fields and teammates in Florida. So many believe he'll be ready to go, but that doesn't appear to be the case. So, what does this mean? What does this mean? Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that Chase Claypool is going to be injured when the season starts. It just means he's on the PUP list. Now, he can be able to perform if we get him. Like, we'll hear what Coach Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles say on Tuesday, but necessarily Chase Claypool will probably, I wouldn't say he's not going to be, like, he's hurt, but he's not able to start he's not going, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to start off the season on the IR. He's on the PUP list, so they can take him off the PUP list. Like, necessarily, if we take him off, like, we need to wait and see how it plays out before we can necessarily say that we're going to start off the season without Chase Claypool. Like I said, people are already panicking, saying that the Bears got fleeced, even though that the like I told you, until we see how Chase Claypool performs, then you can say that, oh, the Bears got fleeced. So let me look at the comments real quick. Not good look for Claypool. At Claypool, like, if you're Chase Claypool, you have to perform. You have to get off the PUP list. Otherwise, you're not going to have a job next year. In a prove it year, like, Chase Claypool is on the last year of his deal. If he does not, like, he needs to know if he doesn't perform well, he's gone. No other team is going to want Chase Claypool. They placed Chase Claypool on the PUP because he rather motto and can't. Can you fucking spell Don Burr? The play. They put Chase Claypool on the PUP because he's hurt, not because he'd rather go motto. And if you haven't been looking at my shorts, he's been down here in Florida at where I currently reside at, practicing with the team. So the Bears traded a second for him, and this isn't a good look to start off for Claypool. But yeah, week one, you better hope he starts well. It's just, like, crazy at the same time. But like I said, we have to see how it plays out, because people can be on the PUP list for, like, certain amount of weeks and then they'll be taken off. Like I said, training camp starts on officially Thursday. So we won't know if officially it, how it's going to work out. Is this the second coming of Kevin White? No, because Kevin White was hurt a lot of times. We're just here. We have to see how it plays out in order to confirm that if it's the second coming of Kevin White. Because here's the thing, Kevin White, even though he didn't perform to the highest level, injuries, like he was injured a lot. As far as Chase Claypool goes, you need to wait how it plays out. Like the training camp doesn't start till Thursday, and we'll hear from Coach Eberflus and Ryan Poles about it. They're going to speak to the media on Tuesday about it. Like, and a lot of people are already saying that the Bears lost the trade. Like, can we wait till the end of the year until you say that shit? Like, you Bears fans, like, I know, like, I like you, some of you guys, but at the end of the day, folks, you have to see how, like, until Chase Claypool steps on the field or at the end of the year, then you will say, then you will know that if the Bears got fleeced or not. Until then, I'm going to keep saying it. Until you see it, then you have no opinion. Kevin White was top first pick. And I think he was, Kevin White was taken with the 7th overall pick and didn't perform with his duties because he was a 7th round because of injuries. So you can't necessarily say that Chase Claypool is heading down that route because Kevin White was hurt billions of times. You didn't even see. I was like, well, damn. Like I said, it's just like we just need to see how it plays out because training camp starts next week, and we have to see because there's a chance that Chase Claypool could be off that list in the next like coming weeks, but there could be a chance that he will still be on. Like I remember when Tarik Cohen was on the PUP list, and he didn't even get activated off it. They basically started the year like Tarik Cohen didn't pretty much is never going to play football again because he tore his Achilles against the Atlanta Falcons and was placed on the PUP list and was not able to return. This is a soft tissue injury. And if you're Chase Claypool, you have to know that A, I may not have a job next year. A, and B, that I don't want to get replaced too. So he has to perform. Injury or not, this is a make it or break a year for Claypool. And even if not, we got Tyler Scott, which Tyler Scott's a hidden gem in this offense, in my opinion. We drafted in the 5th round. Like I'm just, like I'm not too bummed out yet about it because of the whole Chase Claypool being on the PUP list. Try to warn you. Well, well, that's the thing. We have to see how it plays out because he could be activated off the PUP list or he could not. So you can't necessarily say that the Bears got fleeced by the Steelers because we haven't been able to see how it plays out. Like until you see it, you don't have an opinion on it. You can't say it will be good. You can't say it will be bad. Like Chase, you can't necessarily say that, bro. I'm telling y'all. Y'all are saying that the Bears got fleeced, even though we haven't seen Chase Claypool play yet. We haven't seen how it played out yet. I mean, he was training with Justin Fields, and it's like the difference between Tarik Cohen being on the PUP list and the difference between Chase Claypool being on the PUP list, because Tarik Cohen was dealing with an Achilles injury. This is a soft tissue injury. So if it's like he's on the PUP list currently, there's a chance he could be taken off it during the training camp weeks. Also, Broncos Jameis Javante Williams will not start training camp on the PUP list. Like many teams are putting their teams on the PUP list. So it's just like you can't like how do I say this? Just because you're on the PUP list doesn't necessarily mean you're on there permanently. You could be taken off at any given time. Tevin Jenkins was on the PUP list and he was basically they took him out like at week 15 it was or like week 16 like wherever we were facing the Packers we took Tevin Jenkins off the PUP list and shaking my head Chase gonna be SIS all season. Well, we don't know that for sure. We all we know is he's on the PUP list. That's all we know for now. But it's not like how do I say this? We won't know if he's going to be on it the whole season or if it's a few games or if it's just like a week and then he'll be taken off. Chase going to be SU all season. No, he won't. How do you know that, bro? Just because he's on the PUP list doesn't guarantee that he's going to be out the whole season. Like I said, like Bears fans, like you have to see how it plays out before you panic. Like y'all are just like panicking for no reason. Like I said, you Bears fans are just like the type of dude to like go in the theater and say fire and pretty much just like yell out fire and then there is no fire at all. Like, oh my goodness, bro. Y'all are just panicking for no absolute reason. Just because he's on the damn PUP list doesn't mean he's not going to perform at all. What's up, All Star Sports Network? It's John Jay. Apparently that's his new channel, folks. Today's topic is not the topic that I wanted it to be because I was expecting us to at least get a edge rusher. Like it could happen like right now, but Chase Claypool is on the PUP list. So what that means is, folks, for those of y'all who don't understand the PUP list, let me go find out what YTC put it. Physically unable to perform, he's dealing with a soft tissue injury. Now, he could be taken off it, or he could be missing a few games here or there. But we won't necessarily know that until week 1, where he resigns at. This will give at least give Scott some playing time, though. Yeah, I've been high on Tyler Scott. This is a guy that has incredible speed after the catch. I was very surprised when we got him because I wasn't expecting. I was expecting the LSU receiver Keyshawn Butte, and I was expecting us to get him. But Tyler Scott, like if hypothetically Claypool doesn't like play week 1, Tyler Scott is going to fill in very perfectly in the slot because like I seen his highlights. Like you can like throw him like a short pass and he'll take it all the way to the house. Like he's not a deep threat, but he's like a receiver that you can use like jet sweeps, RPOs. Like Tyler Scott is the hidden gem if Claypool doesn't work out. But I think in my honest opinion, I could be wrong, but Chase Claypool, like if he gets off, he'll have a breakout year. Like if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But Michael, if your team is gonna make a move for the pass rush market, they'll likely wait until the preseason cuts after week 3 to look at the waiver wire to pick up a pass rusher. A team cuts that your teams. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like we won't like. I've been hearing noise about the pass rush today, but here's the thing: if we are going to um get someone off the pass rush market to wait for cuts, like there are probably gonna be no names, like no name like edge rushers that they'll cut. Like I think that Ryan, well, in my humble opinion, I think if the Bears don't make a move like until the start of training camp, which is about this upcoming Thursday, then it should tell you where the Bears are at with their pass rush. Well, I've been hearing a noise about it lately because there's a rumor going around, and I know I said I didn't want to talk about it, but since I'm being asked about it, there's a rumor on NFL notifications that predicted that we were going to trade the first overall pick. They said that the Bears are currently in talks with three agents, two free agents, one via trade, via free agency. Now, if I had to put money on it, it's probably Chase Young and Yannick Ngakoue. And if hypothetically we do trade for those, like we'll trade for Chase Young, it's going to be a 4th round pick. We're trading for Chase Clay. I mean, not Chase. We're going to trade a 4th for Chase Young. Or we can sign Yannick because Yannick at this point he might as well just take a 1-year deal with us because no, like if you were to be on a contending team, it would have already happened by now. Seriously, thank you guys. You're on top of it. Absolutely, absolutely. Y'all know the bloodline. We're a growing business. You know what I mean? We're a growing business. And Dylan Allen, hit the subscribe button if you want to be updated. You'd be surprised how many guys do you think our starters get cut out of, like I'm thinking about last year when we got people on waivers. Like we got Emir Smith-Marset off of waivers, and he didn't even make the cut because he cost us the game and he couldn't catch. And I think we only had like one starter the whole year, and we didn't even re-sign him back. Like I said, we just have to wait and see how this team. Like I trust what Ryan Poles does, even if we do that YTC, we're gonna draft a edge rusher in the 1st round. Like even if we do get Yannick on a 1-year deal, that doesn't necessarily mean that next year's draft we're gonna draft an edge rusher. Like even if like we're gonna draft an edge rusher in the 1st round, if I had to put my money on it, like even if we get like Chase Young and he doesn't work out, we can still draft a edge rusher. Yeah, that's necessarily what I'm seeing right now. Like like or maybe trade a 1st for an elite edge rusher mid-season who's proven. I don't like here's the thing. I don't think that we're going to trade a 1st for a elite edge rusher. I think that because we have 2 1st-round picks this year. So I think if we're not going to trade for an elite pass rush, we're just going to wait till the draft to get an edge rusher. So either we do go into the season with no pass rush, or we sign somebody on the waivers, like people like get cut, or we sign somebody now, or we trade for somebody. So necessarily we won't know until it happens. So, I'll be the first person to report that if that shit happens. So, anyways, I hope we got almost 10 people in here. Like I said, the bloodline's a growing business. Like I said, but going back to the Chase Claypool situation, yeah, it sucks. But like I said, only like I said, we'll see how it plays out. If it does, then like I said, Tyler Scott is the plan B. But I'm still a believer in Chase Claypool. I'm like because he's wearing my team clothes. He's wearing the Bears uniform. I'm rooting for him to succeed. Now, if he goes off the Bears, unless it's a rival team, I wish him the best. Unless he goes to a rival team, then I don't wish him the best. Like I said, if Claypool is wearing a Bears jersey and he's out there on the field, I'm hoping for a breakout year. Like I said, I don't care who's the starting receiver. I'm rooting for that chance for them to succeed. And like I said, if it doesn't work out, then you know what? We tried with Claypool, but it's just a thing. Like, what other team is going to get Chase Claypool? He knows he's done if he's not going to work out. He knows he's done. No other team is going to want Chase Claypool. He's just going to be another like Oliver. He's going to be like another Kevin White. Just probably be on the. He's just not going to be unemployed. Like no other team is going to want him. So he knows that. But hey, like I said, if he is off the like I'll root for Chase Claypool to succeed. Even if there's Bears fans that don't believe in Chase Claypool right now, I'm still rooting for the Chase Claypool redemption. I'm still rooting for that to happen because he's wearing the Bears uniform. At the end of the day, I have to hope for the best, and you should hope for the best for Chase Claypool because he's wearing the Bears uniform. You have to. Like I said, regardless how you feel about him, you have to root for that. I'm not a player guy. I root for anybody that wears the Bears uniform. Regardless, like I rooted for Trubisky, I rooted for Adam Shaheen, I rooted for Kevin White. Like I said, you have to hope for the Chase Claypool redemption. But anyways, I do appreciate everybody from coming in. Hopefully, I'll be live later for any pass rush news. Thanks for everybody for watching. As always, bear down.